Welcome to Botomy's Code Essentials. Today we'll be talking about debug messaging. In the code in front of us, the character is going to move towards the closest item. In this tutorial stage, the goal is to destroy that chest. So let's take a look at what's inside our closest item object. We can console log that, open up our console, and we'll see that we're printing out object to object. Sure, we know the solution to that is to stringify that object. Now we see the object properties. Let's just make that a little bit prettier. And now we see this object properties in a nicely formatted way. The problem with this is that it's doing print statement after print statement. But there's another way. Let's return the debug info object in our response and pass in the stringified object as the message. Now we see in our debug info panel below the object being printed out. Great, let's take a look at the item's health because we want to destroy the chest. We can see it 100, and once we start returning moves attack, we're going to start seeing that health decrease. Next up, we're going to take a look at how we can use this to debug our code. Okay, so in this stage, we have to kill the wolf enemy, but for some reason, our character is not running or moving. Let's set up a global debug messages object and initialize it at the start of our play function. This allows us to push any object or message in and return that at the end. So before we return moves, let's push a JSON stringified string of the debug message. Now we can push whatever we want into this, and before this returns, we'll see the message show up in the debug info below. So let's add a line here that tells us if we found a closest item. That's not getting printed out, so we know that this isn't happening. And just to confirm, let's add a closest thing not found. Now we see that show up. That must mean that the items we're passing in does not contain the wolf. Let's just confirm by printing out items. That's right. It's probably in enemies because a wolf is an enemy. All right, there it is. We just need to make a simple fix here, and we should now be able to pass this level. That's it for debug messages. Thanks for watching.